is how he created the recipe. So each of our beers has got like a big story. So there is a lot of inspiration coming from Belgium.
I have one other question. I know here we have a lot of tropical fruit that you can use to brew beer, but it's not like common in Belgium to do so. Is it an idea to extend in that way, or you want to remain in the Belgian tradition and have the same type of beer production?
So this is actually something we are doing kind of now. So we will see some of the new beers looking at local fruit, because one of the things that are very important for us is also some kind of sustainability, right? Yeah. So we really would like to, use more of the local ingredients. So now we are working on the new seasonal fruit beers, and for those beers we try to we have a local partner who is helping us with the recipes, but we want to also use the local fruit. So for those beers we use the traditional recipes. So the base would be normally, I don't know, it's either a wheat or a blonde, and then we use the local fruits to deliver the flavor.
Okay. Any other question? Yes, there we go.
To recruit the young audience, do you have like any specific product you want to promote?
To have a specific product.
She likes the sugar.
Yeah. No, I don't think we have any particular, product at the moment that I think is like, like considered as younger product. So I guess I would trust in terms of this particular challenge. I would trust your judgment and picking up something that you believe may work.
I have also one last question. I'm sorry. In Europe, we tend to create a lot of craft beer. It's like new beer with new ingredients for small companies. Are you planning to do like a small sample of craft beer that you make in Europe, so we create a unique product to target the young audience, or it's not an idea or plan already?
Well, yeah, I mean, we actually, yes, we do now we start to brew more and more seasonal products.
Okay.
I have to admit that we're a little bit different with our approach, because actually part of our DNA is to really master the beers, right? So in our case, we really take time to create something that we believe is great, right? So this is also the reason why when you kind of look around and you see that other brands in Vietnam, they have like new beer every week, right? This is, I think, not our approach. We take a little bit more time. However, now we actually expanded the brewery, so we have the brand new part of the brewery that is dedicated specifically for small batch. So now, for example, we are testing a new beer which is not fruit, but this is the new golden ale that we test, 2 formulas, which was brewed in a really small quantity. And now we are testing and offering to our guests to tell us what they think. So it's like a free test, and we try to engage people a little bit more.
Can we take part in the free test?
Do we have it here? No, we don't.
For an ale,
We do have.
we have still have.
Yeah. So you can.
Yes.
You can take your part in it.
Yes.
In terms of price, that you are defining yourself as the premium beer. So I'm talking about the whole fermentation, the whole beer making process. So any particular process, any step within that, or any special ingredient beside that, imported everything from Belgium, any special in that makes your beer actually better than your competitors? So like for example, the beer craft. Sorry.
So I think what makes us different is for sure the imported ingredients. This is one element, and the other element, I think, it's the time of brewing. So we know for a fact that our brewing process, we don't speed up the brewing process. So actually, to get the full flavor of our beers, we brew them a little bit longer, which also impacts a little bit, the price, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't like brew all the time, so the capacity is also a little bit smaller.
How much longer do you do? I mean, like for regular beer and Belgian beer?
I think as we discussed last time, I think it's like, in some cases, it's like around 1 week longer than the competitors. But of course, we also we discuss, we know what's, we don't know all the recipes, but from our knowledge, it is for a fact that our brewing is a little bit, as we say, we take a little bit more time to get the right balance in our beer.
So can I ask, what is your vision for a business? I mean, like now in Vietnam, the craft beer is not that popular if we compare to Western countries, and I see you as one of the brands that want to populate this trend, right? And what is your vision for the future of the business? Do you want to monopolize the whole Vietnamese market, to expand to other countries?
Not
or
everything
what?
I can share.
And they are changing their vision and mission and objectives.
Yes. You can.
Why we distribute your model once to our restaurant? Because the first time I tried Belgo is in the cafe.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you guys have a restaurant until now. I think it's one way to introduce degree
Yes.
awareness to. Did you have like a list of restaurants that you have already partnered with them or distributing?
Yeah. We have at the moment we have, I think, around 500 outlets in the south where we distribute our beers.
Probably you can check online on Google.
Yes. Yeah.
Where are the main outlets, at least the main outlets, and they are also in some grocery stores and supermarkets.
So like the Tops Market, Anam, GS25. This is where you can find us.
Good.
So you have the ratio of selling of these channels? We need
I
that.
have to, you know what? I have to check. That's a very tricky one. I have to.
Okay, maybe she can share.
Let me check. I need to check.
We can include that in our list of
Yeah,
questions.
I need to check. What I can tell you for a fact is like I think around half of our volume goes through our restaurants, and then half of the volume goes through
One more question about the production. Which maximum value you produce Swedish one?
Which beer?
Yeah, all of the beer.
What is the maximum volume of production capacity?
The capacity. Oh, we
You
just
know that?
expanded, so I have to.
They just
check.
expanded, no?
It's
That's
changed.
good news then.
But we have the capacity, so
Yeah.
it's not a problem. We can produce more, so
Okay.
we'll find a way to.
Okay, so beside the beer, is there any reason that people would come to Belgo, or is there any reason that would make you stand out from competitor?
Yeah, but so what we hear from our guests is that, you know, of course the primary kind of reason is the beer, but I think we are in Vietnam, so it's kind of, and especially for this, I think, age group, that like our core target, so like 35 plus, there is no beer without the food, and we are for like a longer sessions, so
They complement each other.
yeah, so they come for beer, but they have to eat, and they come for eating. And as I remember in our restaurant, like the evening time is it's the main time of the day. But what they appreciate here is also the ambience. And so very often they say they like it because they say it's quiet. But it doesn't mean like not like quiet like this. I think they went down because I'm talking, and we don't have the guests at the moment. I think quiet meaning people can comfortably talk. So when they compare us with other venues, if you are from Saigon, you probably know the gangs. Or like warning zone, right? So for them, these are the places that are loud, right? So you go crazy, you cannot hear each other, but it's like, you know, really a big energy and a very different vibe. What they appreciate here, it's like, you know, I really can kind of connect, they can sit in a bigger group, they have the background, of course, music, good vibe, but they can still talk and connect. So this is what makes, I think Belgo are very different.
Okay, interesting. Any other question?
Yeah, one
Final
question. Like, is there any way to buy Belgo online, especially for you?
We do have a shop online. We have shop online with the delivery within Saigon, which takes I think up to 24 hours, and then around Vietnam.
Other outlets.
Yes.
But it's not the main, right? No,
Yes,
it's not the main.
yes.
Sorry.
Besides the beers and your story, like are there any like recent important operation production you want to introduce to us?
Selling story. It's actually I think we have so many stories.
Okay.
At the moment, but I think that the main, like three pillars for our communication at the moment, and we are kind of in the process, I think, of creating a new communication, would be one, the element of creation, that we do take time and effort at Belgo in general to create things. So, and it applies to the beer, you know, we really take time and effort to make our beer perfect, but also for our food. We don't, we don't go for the shortcut. So for example, if you have a mayo in Belgo, the mayonnaise we will do ourselves, right? So everything, all the marinades, all the sauces, all the pickles that you have on your plate, including the beer, which is actually made from our beer. So when we have some waste beer, then we use the beer for baking the bread. So one thing is the creation, like creation/creativity. So really do things ourselves. Then will be the element, I think, of the connection, which is very much related to who we are, the ambience, to as you said, like inclusive, you know, really inviting and caring. And the third element will be just joy, right? To bring the good vibe for people, just to be joyful and have fun. So we don't want to be perceived as a boring, old school, very traditional, you know, brand, but we still want to be this, you know, fun. That's why we are really inspired about the surrealism, you know, being a little bit crazy, a little bit out of the ordinary. So I really encourage you in terms of like, you know, ideas, just be open.
Are the fries fried in a beef fat, like in Belgium?
Yes, they are fried in the beef tallow. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I think there are no more questions. One last question. One last question.
So how can you make your businesses
How will you measure the success of the marketing campaign? Okay.
This is the question. I mean, this is the question for us. Of course, the easiest way would be to see just more people, you know, coming, visiting us, or if you decide to go for the beer, people to, you know, drink more of our beers. And just food for thought, we do try to track the impact of some of the campaigns. So just to give you a hint, for example, when we do the cooperation with the influencers, we do sometimes create a special gift that is just available upon request. So when you know the password, you get the gift, and then we track it, how many gifts we distribute. And so this is one way, for example, how we track the impact of specific campaign. So for the campaign that someone mentioned, Taste the Difference, when we had the vending machine where we were exchanging the beer, we also link it with the traffic. So we were measuring how many people actually brought other beers and requested the exchange. So you know there are different ways to track it. So yeah, that we would be looking to, you know, to see that kind of